So I've been getting hella downloads lately, which is why I have two dope books today instead of just one. Um, and I'm gonna try and make this as cohesive as possible. But it's like when the information comes in and it comes so rapidly, I just have to write it down and it doesn't make sense. So I'll be reading some from my notes, but kind of just going off my own intuition and just trusting myself, because like I tried to read over this like 3 or 4 times and that shit was not making any fucking sense. So I really just wanted to talk about grounding, the Merkabah, and meditation, because meditation is how you charge your Merkabah and how you charge your vessel. um, and I guess the first excerpt from my notes that I want to read, I said, it's one thing to be lost in the thought plane versus having no boundaries, lacking boundaries physically and spiritually. Because then, when you lack boundaries, you allow for any thought, feeling, spirit, because thought forms are spirits, to enter your body. When I get lost in a thought, it's as if my energy body follows that particular thought into the Akashic or the astral realm. And if you ever watched Donnie Darko, you would have seen the etheric cord come out from their stomach, their solar plexus. So this is kind of how I associate it with my thoughts. Whenever I have a thought, it's like that etheric cord is traveling to the astral realm. And me following that particular thought allows me to experience every timeline, every dimension that thought exists. And then I wrote some more, but tying this into grounding, I said you have to be so in control of your body because the body houses the mind. The only way to control the mind is to enter the space of no thought. So whenever they talk about meditation, meditation is the space of no thought, or you're trying to enter that space of no thought. You're not trying to enter the space of no noise. You're trying to enter the space of no thought. But following a particular thought, whether that's like an invocation of whatever deity or whatever shit you prescribe to, whether that's invoking your higher self, whether that's meditating on the thought of love or the feeling of love, the thought of happiness, of abundance, of oh, I got this problem at work, let me think about it and meditate. You want to follow that thought into the astral realm, to the place of no thought, because the astral realm essentially is a place of no thought. All the thoughts there assume form. That's why spirits, ghosts, etc., they're alive and well on the astral plane, but there's no thoughts there. The only way to control the mind is to enter the space of no thought. It's to ground the vessel. So grounding your body is what allows you to enter the space of no thought. And to ground your vessel is essentially grounding your ship. If you're traveling to another planet, another dimension, you're going to park your ship, then you walk around and explore. Your body exists in the mental and the astral plane, as well as, hold on. Your body exists in the astral and the mental plane, but it's not so much your physical body, it's your Merkabah. Merkabah translates to a thing to ride in it, a chariot, a vehicle, a cart to ride in. The cart, your spirit is riding it. So kind of just tying this all together real quickly. Like I said, when I follow a particular thought, I'm following that thought into the astral realm, into the space of no thought, because it's from that space that we're able to manifest and create the reality that we see around us. However, the space of no thought, like I said, doesn't mean no noise. And it doesn't mean you can't allow a thought to take you to that space. When you meditate deeply enough or you spend a lot of time in nature, there is a silence that is just pure vibration. And it's from this space is where you create everything that you see around you. When you're not in control of your mind, your mind will go there. And I was just talking to my partner about this yesterday, where I've given readings to people and I'm looking them dead in the eyes and giving them a reading, and I see that their mind is somewhere completely else, because they have so much filler, so much noise in their subconscious. Their subconscious is like a movie reel and it's just playing anything. So while they're sitting here having a full conversation with me, their subconscious is creating anything, and they're thinking about anything in the background. And going back to what I just said, they're thinking about anything in the background, so your subconscious then starts to create that reality for you to experience. If you want to truly manifest and create your reality, you have to control your subconscious mind. You have to control your mind, bring your mind down into your vessel in order for you to create from that place of no thought, or from that place of like a clear subconscious, where your subconscious mind is not just going back based off of all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all of your traumas, all of the things that you haven't necessarily cleared up yet. I hope that makes sense, but kind of just tying this in to the main point of grounding, I wrote grounding energy is like how you ground energy is understanding that the universe is projected from your mind. So what I just said, your subconscious creates your reality. The universe is projected from your mind. There's all these theories about how we live in a holographic universe, whatever, so and so. All that means is that whatever is on your mind creates the reality that you experience. However, you can't do shit with just your mind alone. Your mind creates these experiences, however you live them out via the body. So this bodily detachment that so many people have, and I could eat whatever I want, I could do whatever I want because my mind, my heart is connected to spirit. Your body is the vessel, is the vehicle that's allowing your spirit to travel, that's allowing your mind to travel, that's allowing you to experience this reality that your mind is creating for yourself. So you can't do shit with your mind alone. You need all the elements working in harmony. So this pertains to the natural elements, earth, air, water, and fire. But here I'm talking about the mind, body, and spirit. Because the mind technically would be air, the body would be the earth element, and the spirit would be the fire or the water element. So you need all of these elements working in harmony in order for you to use your mind to create your reality. But all of that comes from grounding your vessel. None of this is rigid, because if you know astrology, you know that the mind, Mercury, can also be represented by the earth element or the earth sign, Virgo. So none of this is rigid, but just understand that you need all of the elements working in harmony in order for you to manifest and create the reality that you want to experience. I mean, regardless, your subconscious is doing it anyway. So if you want to be the person that's in control, if you want to be the creator, you have to harmonize these elements within yourself. So going back to grounding, your mind grounds into your body, and this allows your spirit to travel. So I'm sitting here, have my feet in the grass, and what I like to do is take my hands and place the palm of my hand or my fingertips or both on my body, because this allows for a full circuit of energy from my mind to my body down to my feet, and allowing that to flow. And I can visualize the energy flowing through, this is the right side of my body. I can visualize it. I can direct my breath through this energy center or through this space in my body. I can do that all within my mind or with my visualization. So that allows me to bring my mind, to bring my consciousness down into my vehicle, my vessel. But understanding, I'm not just only speaking from a physical space. Yes, I'm literally grounding my physical vessel because I need this literal physical vessel to travel and to experience life here on earth. However, what this is doing on the astral realms or the Akashic realms, whatever other plane dimension, they're all the fucking same thing. You're grounding your consciousness into your spirit body, your Merkabah. So Merkabah translates to Mer, meaning light, Ka, meaning spirit, space, or soul, and Ba, meaning body. So when you're grounding your vessel, when you're grounding your mind, when people are like, oh my gosh, I have so many thoughts, I need to go outside, I need to ground myself. I have all this influx of information, I need to ground myself. I'm all this shit, I need to ground myself. You're grounding your consciousness. You're bringing your consciousness back into its vehicle, back into its Merkabah, into that light space body, in order for it to travel. In order for that vehicle, when you look up like the Merkabah, it talks about unifying mind, body, and spirit. So that vehicle, the Merkabah, is what allows your mind, body, and spirit to be in unison. You ground your mind into your Merkabah. The body, the vehicle, the Merkabah, allows your spirit to move. And this is where we get like follow your heart, because following your heart is following your spirit. Your heart is what kind of produces and expands your electromagnetic field. So when you follow your heart, you're able to attract and magnetize things towards you. The electric charge, right? So my heart produces my electromagnetic field. The electric in the electromagnetic field are the thoughts and the feelings that I'm sending out. The magnetic are the things that I'm magnetizing to my heart. If it's not on my heart, I will not experience it in my reality. And so you should apply this to all of your experiences, good or bad. If it's not on your heart, you will not experience it in some way, shape, or form. And then understanding that the heart and the subconscious mind are all connected through the nervous system, are all connected through the chakra system. So if it's not on your heart, it might be in your mind, and your mind is what allows, or your heart is what allows your mind, your electromagnetic field to expand, attracting to these situations. You're like, oh, that's not on my heart, but then why the fuck are you dealing with that? Because it might be on your mind, and all them shits are connected. You can't run away from yourself. So let me just read over this and then kind of finish up here. Grounding your consciousness again allows you to unify your mind, body, and spirit on all planes and dimensions. Your spirit leads the way to travel this realm. Follow your heart, where your spirit or soul lives. Your Merkabah, it expands, it travels through your heart. Your electromagnetic field can expand, or your auric field, which is the same thing, can expand up to 9 feet away. If you're an empath, it expands even farther. The more that you meditate, you're charging your vessel, because our vessels are electromagnetic. When they say, like, when you meditate, you're activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Our nervous system works by sending electrical signals to your body, to your brain, to your different organs. So when you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system through meditation, through breath work, what you're doing is charging your Merkabah. You're recharging your vehicle so that you can allow your spirit, your space, your mind to travel to all these different realms, these different timelines in which you want to experience. And whatever is on your heart, whatever you have the most like electrically charged thoughts and feelings towards, allows you to magnetize and attract that into your realm. And then again, this explains the law of attraction, why you can attract some bullshit, because it was on your heart, unbeknownst to you, it was. Your heart and subconscious are connected through the chakra system, so you can't run away from yourself. And then going into grounding, again, like I said, our body is electrical. We have an electromagnetic field. Our neurons, our nervous system works through sending electrical signals throughout the whole of the body. So the definition for grounding, it says fastening electrical equipment to earth. Your body is earth, so you don't necessarily have to come outside to ground. You know, you can stay in your house and, like I said, kind of just, I like to put your fingertips, your palms, the soles of your feet and your toes, they're all gateways to the nervous system. So I like to kind of control my senses in that way and ground myself like that. Or if I'm laying on the floor on my bed, put my palms down, and that allows you to ground your energy. And then the definition for electrical grounding says the process of directing excess electricity to the ground via wire. That excess electricity would be the extra thoughts and feelings that we pick up on from other people, because we are electromagnetic, because we're all naturally telepathic and empathetic. We're able to pick up on energy from other people. So why grounding is so important is to ground that energy outside of your system, so that when you're grounding your consciousness into your Merkabah is not traveling following somebody else's thought and somebody else's feeling. You're only following your thoughts and your feelings. You're only following what's true to you and true to your soul. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So this went a lot better than what I expected, because I was like the way the information was coming, I just didn't think I would be able to fucking get it out, to be real. But I put some things. Like I said, meditation is simply charging, you're recharging your energetic field. If you think about electric cars and how you have to go plug them up at fucking Kroger or wherever stores, Walmart or Sam's Club, whatever has the fucking gas shit. I know Kroger does. You have to plug up your electric car to charge it. You're recharging the energy in that car. So it's the same thing when you're meditating. You're recharging the energy in your body. So I like to press my feet into the ground, placing my palms, the soles, the fingertips on the ground or on my body. The flow of energy recharging all circuits. I don't know what the fuck I wrote here. So your nervous system are flowing into you. So it's just having my palms together, or like certain mudras and things like that, allows you to recircuit and reflow the energy that is flowing through you. Breath work and visualization help a lot for grounding energy. However, breath work can take some of us out of our body. Like, I know breath work, because it's like an air element type of practice, it makes me travel even deeper into the thought realm. So if I'm doing breath work, I have to make sure that I'm grounded while I'm doing it. You can ground yourself with tree bark, or sitting next to a tree, with seashells, with rocks, crystals, of course, and then using the different elements. So if you feel like you need to ground some water energy because you've been over emotional lately, or you have all these feelings and you don't know where they're coming from, you've been crying a lot, you can't make sense of it, go to water, ground yourself in water. Or you can ground yourself with fire by candle gazing and things like that. Yeah, and I talked about using mudras. So I have a lot more shit coming, but I just wanted to get that out because I feel like grounding is important. And then when I understood what it means on a macrocosmic level, how when you're grounding your mind, it's not just, oh, I'm thinking so much, let me just go ground myself and ground my body. Like, no, you're literally bringing your consciousness back into its Merkabah. You're like, we are only seeing things from one way, but remember, this realm is multidimensional. So when you're grounding, you're not just like grounding all these thoughts and you can't stop thinking about this nigga. Like, you're grounding your consciousness, everything that allows you to experience this realm. You're grounding that energy, you're grounding that vehicle. So I hope y'all understood. I definitely feel like this was cohesive as fuck. But yeah, that's all I got. Stay tuned for the next.